Hello, Theories of Counseling, and welcome to week 5 of the course. Each week, one of the things that I like to do is just share some quick biblical insights into the topics of counseling. Each week has its own unique theme of what it connects to in the counseling realm. And so what I would like to do is just make some biblical connections to you and just take just a couple of minutes to do that at the beginning of each week. And so this week, we are really looking at behavior modification. B.F. Skinner and some of the other leading psychologists in the realm of behavior modification are being looked at and addressed this week. And I really wanted to take a quick second to look at the heart as the behavior motivator as we see it in Scripture, because each one of these counseling methodologies, each one of these counseling perspectives really has some biblical insights that could be shared to it. And so 2 verses I would like to take just a moment and look at is Luke 6:45 and Matthew 5:28. Luke 6:45 says, "The good person out of the good treasure of his heart produces good, and the evil person out of his evil treasure produces evil. For out of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaks." So what Luke is telling us is that the things that an individual has stored up in their heart is eventually going to culminate into some type of behavior. In this sense, and in this example, we see that this culminates into speaking. And speaking is definitely an action. But the connection is that things are first culminated within the heart before they come out into the action. Look at what Matthew 5:28 says, which is often a very misunderstood verse, where it says, Christ says, "But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart." What Christ is saying here in Matthew is not that a person who thinks of it in their mind is the same as the adulterer. That would not make sense. If a person has a thought in their mind to say that that's the same thing as committing adultery, would be a very, very far stretch. It's not to say that to think of those things is not sinful. Both are sin. To think of the action and to do the action are both sin. One is definitely a greater sin than the other. But what Christ leads us to see is exactly what we see in Luke, and that is the connection between things start in the heart first before they culminate into the action. So in order to address a person's action, we must know where the heart exists in this. That is why in the counseling realm, the counselor should always understand the heart intent of their counselees. Where is the person's heart at? If they are culminating and if they are constantly entertaining these thoughts within the heart, the actions are eventually going to happen. So if a person's heart is captured by Christ and is allowing that transformative work, then those behaviors are going to come afterwards. But again, nonetheless, it is important to see the connection, the biblical connection between when there is action, those things stem out of what the Bible calls the heart. Blessings to you as you continue your studies this week. Please let me know if you are having any questions or concerns, and I look forward to engaging with you all throughout the week. Take care.